Are we ready? From the beginning. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. Am I a Taylor Swift fan? Not really. Yes, the best Zelda ever. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. Hey, how are you? I've been busy, but good. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood out as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. Here I was thinking we were doing... No, I am just feeling this game right now. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Hello, welcome in. Navi, go now. Find our young friend, guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the world depends upon thee. This is Ocarina of Time. Truly, truly my favorite game. There we go. The Kokiri Fruit was my original Hogwarts letter. Just waiting for the Deku Tree to call me. Oh, I love that. Got off work early today. I'm now trying to flip my sleep schedule. So I'm gonna try to stay up late tonight. So I'm drinking an energy drink at 5 o'clock like a crazy person. Hello! The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Lonk, get up! I am just working like one overnight shift in the middle of my off time. So like Friday night I'm working overnight. So I'm trying to like not suffer. So I'm trying to be smart about it. If I was smart I wouldn't have picked up the shift, but I guess I'm not that smart. I bet I could make this a little bit bigger. And then... they've changed Live Studio. There we go. That should work. There we go. Same, I get more like 3 a.m. when no one else is streaming. Hi! Still sad that Kokiri never made a direct appearance again. Honestly, like... why? This is such a... important story. Knocked in the middle of your work week is going to be rough. Yeah, so I just finished my normal week today. So Friday I'm going to work overnight, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Saturday. But I don't go back to my regular shift till like Wednesday next week. So I have some time to kind of It's gonna screw me up bad. I'm doing okay. It wasn't a bad day at work today, which is nice. Only look human awkward of time because Link was raised by them. Hello, friend. Finally, a fairy came to you, Lunk. That's great news. I'm so happy. My favorite, Alexa. How are you? Working a ton, but good. Felt. Ugh. I feel that. Okay, so let's gather some rupees. You want some less with, let me use the skull kit, yeah. I forgot I was doing a playthrough of Majora's Mask, and then when I loaded this up, I was like, oh yeah, totally forgot we were doing that. I really needed you to have some rupees in you. There we go, there's one. Em, how are you? Welcome in. Shut up, Navi. I can't grab that. All right. Oh, I'm good. We had a good day at work, and today was the last day of my week at my regular job. So that's always nice. Let's get the sword. Maybe. I don't know. They won't let me pick these up, will it? No. Yeah, because the last 2 days have not been fun at work, so today was good. I was reading Throne of Glass. It's my first read-through of Throne of Glass, so, yes, I am working 2 jobs. Sorry, my second job is still my new job to me. So I do a little irradiating, mostly MRI, but a couple x-rays now and again, because we do both. But then my second job I do CT, so I radiate people. I got a fun new, like, badge reel I'm excited about. Yes, Ocarina! My jam. I like that it's like you can borrow it for a while, and then you literally never return it. This is mine forever. I was hoping it was Stardew. I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna go home and stream, and for some reason, this has kind of been on my brain. So, I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. I inspired you to play it? Yes. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a very good chance I might also play Stardew tonight. No, I'm playing on the Switch. I do love Stardew. I do love Stardew. But I don't know. So this was just calling to me today. I very much play by, like, what mood I'm in. So if there was a zombie apocalypse, I would totally try to turn the MRI machine into a weapon. You know, it's funny that you say that. Hi, Chloe. It looks crisper than, yeah, this is on the Switch. This is part of the Nintendo Switch, like, online membership. And then it's plugged in because I never remember to charge it, but it's usually a wireless N64 controller for the Switch. Or at least as a gate, people can't bring guns in my camp. Yes, so actually that has been a suggested plan of mine for if somebody tries to come in with a pew pew and into my workplace, which, you know, is unfortunately a very real situation in which we live in the world, I will go into the magnet room because we have like a back door, and that way the magnet will help defend me, and I can exit out the back door. What's up, Danielle? No, car batteries would not be strong enough to run it. And that's true. Like, if it's not, and especially like it has to be kept cool as well. How much do I need for the slingshot? I can never remember if it's 30 or 40. Oh, but there's that 5 rupees. Here we go. Look this way. Look with Z. It is, but it's a reality of the situation, so it's smarter to have a plan and not ever need to implement it. You can rent generators from Home Depot? No, I didn't know that. Yes, his name is Lunk in this iteration. Oh, I said slingshot. I meant shield. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, I know some of the places, and I think we've got some too. We do have like silent alarms. Thankfully, they installed some where I work. Oops. Which we've never had to use, but it's gotten accidentally pressed once. But we also keep wasp spray nearby because it has a long distance, and we could use it should we need to. Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? I heard about the cicada thing. Has it started yet? We have cicadas like every year, I feel like. If they've started, I haven't noticed. I truly like don't even really think about it. Y'all will hear it pick up on my mic though if they get real loud. Those kids in Indiana yet? Oh, I have to equip it. You can only play this the Nintendo Switch online subscription. Yes, so this is in the Nintendo Online Plus expansion. So you do have to have the subscription to play this on the Switch. Way more than normal. Yeah, I hear there's supposed to be way more than... Yeah, I hear it's going to be a big year. Yeah, this and Majora's Mask are on the 64 version. They've got Link to the Past on here. They've got several, like, different Zelda titles on the online subscription. Oh, oh, here they are. 1,000-Year Door in that collection? Oh, I don't know if I don't think I know that one. Did I pick? Oh, we're gonna have a conversation with the tree first. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Paper Mario, okay. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Lunk, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Lunk, the time has come to test thy courage. Enter my mouth. Then enter brave Lunk. Blah, 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 blah. That's what she said. Oh. Good times. Good times. Let's do it. I need to go back and play some more Mario Wonder. That game got difficult and I got frustrated with it and never went back, as is my MO. I guess I should equip some of these weapons that I'm picking up. I beat the game except for the extra 5-star difficult worlds. I've rage quit so many times. How was the end? How's the end of... Is it a good ending battle? Good boss battle? Just tedious. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. They should add some content to this game for the 50th anniversary. I was like, wait, didn't we just have the 25th? Hope I live to see. Yeah. Pay attention to what the action icon says. Oh, I forgot. I was saying that I was reading Throne of Glass. I finished the 5th Throne of Glass book today, and it is devastating. And I was like, I was reading it at work, and I told my coworker, I was like, look, I'm right at the end of this. It's getting serious. So maybe tomorrow I'll start the 6th one. Just got some bombs dropped on us here in the 5th one. It's gonna be 40th soon. For this game? This game came out in 98, did it not? Is my math not mathing? Because this came out in 98. Oh, of Zelda in general. Oh, I thought we were talking about this game. Yes. Okay, sorry. You're right. I was like, no, wait. Because yeah, because didn't Zelda come out in 86? Something like that. Give me that slingshot. I've never gone back and played any of the older Zelda games, like Link to the Past or any of those, like, Overhead. What are they? I've never played any of those. I think I tried to play Minish Cap on my Nintendo, my little Square Nintendo. I think it was called an SD, like my little Game Boy. Not the DS. Yeah, I bet I could climb it. Thanks, bitch.
Thank you.
Luna Amor, thank you for the follow. Boom. Give me your goods. Do 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 do. I thought about playing Stardew last night, and then I painted my fingernails instead and tried to catch kittens. I was only successful at one of those things. The limit does not exist on how many times I've played this game. I grew up playing this game. I love this game. I love this game so much. It is core to who I am as a human. This was probably the game that like got me into games. No, that's not true. That's not true. This was like the big solo stuff I did. We had a Super Nintendo. That was the first console we ever had. Was a Super Nintendo, and my sister and I played like, you know, Super Mario World and like those games on there. But I was like 12 when this came out. Prime human shaping time. All right, shall we jump? Oh shit. Should I get my sword out, maybe? There we go. That's more like it. Zip. You play as if you've done this many times. Yeah. Yeah, I have. Oh yeah, those are 2 shots. Oh. It's funny too, like, my sister has never... I am definitely the gamer of the family. Not saying that she doesn't play games. She likes to play games. But she's the younger sister. So, of course, I grew up playing this, and she grew up watching me play this, because that's how it works. Speaking of, Melanie, thank you for the heart me. Danielle, thank you for the heart puffs. So I remember her sitting and watching me play. She could probably beat this game just from all the time she's watched me play it. Oh, I guess we'll lose that stick. Put it away. Please forgive me. I'll tell you a secret if you let me go. 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Actually, just remembered I bought the Switch online subscription. Yes. Yeah, I've played this game once or twice. So look at all the old SNES games. Yes. They have Pokemon Stadium for the N64. If you haven't looked. But I know you, I think, have the copy of Pokemon Stadium too. So either way, they've got Pokemon Stadium.
Thank you.
M, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the heart me. Welcome in. Let's dive. No problem. How are you? I'm doing good. How was your day going? Doing extra good playing my favorite game. I'm trying to hear the ticking, but it's kind of quiet. All right. For a starter temple, this isn't a bad temple, and it teaches you a lot of stuff. Pretty good, just got off work. Miss playing my Zelda games, need to get a Wii U again. Oh my gosh. Wii U's are not cheap to find these days, that's for sure. Because I was trying to debate if I should get a Wii U or if I should get a GameCube to try and play Twilight Princess. And I ended up getting the GameCube. And then I ended up not liking Twilight Princess, so it's fine. I have yet to beat that game. Hit it with your stick. Silly boy. Skyward Sword was hard to find. Majora's Mask Breath of the Wild. Yeah. You know, I've got this game on the GameCube. I've got Master Mode on the GameCube, and I've never played it. I also have Wind Waker for the GameCube that I've never played. Looking on Facebook Marketplace for a Wii U. Yeah. Ah, shit. Oh, come on. That was dead on. But you've got to hit, like, just above them. There we go. That's how we do that. It's your favorite because of the wolf? Man, I've really tried to like that game. I don't know what it is about it specifically. I cannot put my finger on it, really. I almost beat it, too, but I got to, like, Pig Ganon, and I could not beat him. And I got so frustrated, I never went back. And by the time I did go back to play it again, I was like, let me just start over. And, I think I got through the first couple temples, and I just never had any desire to play it again. I keep telling myself I'm going to go back and give it another chance, but I don't know. Oh, come on, buddy. You almost beat it once. Oh my god. Why do they make this, like, impossible to get, this one? Is there something, like... Or is it just my hair? My messy 3 days in a bun hair. Link. Be for real right now. Push the box and jump off of it. I tried jumping off the box, but it was a really weak little jump. So let's try again. It's just in, like, the weirdest spot. See, usually when I can do the attack, I can get it. We're about to just go without this sucker. Because it annoys me. The other ledge, it looks about equidistant, but we can try. Maybe because the other one's higher up? I don't know. This is a Skulltula that I hate getting because it is obnoxious. There we go. Good call. Finally warm enough overnight for my indoor plants to come out on the porch, so I'm lurking. Oh. Yeah, it's getting warm today. We've had so much rain lately. I can't for the life of me save these. Oh, I thought I did it. I really thought I did something there. Get off me. Yeah, the weather has been kooky. Really, Shannon? We need the rain, though. Well, I'm in Canada. I'm in Texas, and we do not need the rain. We've had so much rain. I am just, like, driving the struggle bus. Man, I was blazing through this. That's what I was trying to do earlier. We do... Oh, fire's happening over there again. Yeah, then y'all definitely need the rain. It's a pretty day here today. I got to see it while I was waiting for a patient. But other than that, I'm in the cave in the back. Sorry, my foot itches really bad, so. Strike while she's stunned. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, who sent a million heart puffs? Everything blue and exploded. And thank you for the 94 heart puffs to complete the goal. Show me your little division sign eyeball. There we go. Rain finally reached us in the north. Nice. We've had so much of it. It has been such a wet early summer for us. Like, normally we would have already hit triple digits by now. Oh shit, I don't have my... Ow, she really was like, what up?
Thank you.
There we go. I knew there was something I was forgetting to do. There we go. Brianne, thank you for the follow. I forget to use the slingshot. Because I'm pretty sure I never did it as a child. I did it as the hardest way possible. Chloe, thank you for the finger hearts. Let's set up finger hearts for the next one. There we go. Take that heart piece. I did it! I knew I could. Now we're gonna hear a long story. Who's ready for a long, unskippable story? Well done, monk. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Would thou listen? Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. Ready for the award statues. Be yet to face any major enemies in Breath of the Wild. I'm too scared. I did take on my first stone tailless last night. Nice. That's not, I mean, that's somewhere to start. Now you can go do a Lionel, right? This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. That is yet to be seen. You just gotta work on your flurry rushing, that's all. That'll help you with your Lionels. Before time existed, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. This one always gets me. Farore. Farore. Okay, Farore. Din. With her strong, flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the red earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Farore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. You know, that is the hard thing about streaming sometimes, is when you get in the zone and you're playing the game and you're trying to play and chat is trying to help you. It's hard to like type fast enough in a limited character setting and keep up with the stream. It does get to be a challenge sometimes. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast a death curse upon me and sapped my power. Yeehaw! Thank you for the hat and mustache. I was in the zone and also panicking. Felt. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. You have an Animal Crossing question? Shoot. This is Hyrule's final hope. Lunk, go now to Hyrule Castle. There thou wilt surely meet Princess of Destiny. Take the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. Is there something special when it's your birthday? They will throw you like a little birthday party and you get cupcakes. I think you can hand out to villagers and they'll like give you a gift, if I think, but that's about it. I think you get a stamp in your passport as well. I entreat ye, Navi, goodbye. The vibration of this controller is loud. Okay, cool. Minus tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday. Navi, like, doesn't even care what's happening. She's like, let's go. Let's go to the castle. Goodbye, great day, good tree. Are you doing anything fun for your birthday? I don't want to talk to you. You're mean. How could you kill the tree? That tree was my father. All right, bye. We celebrate on Mother's Day. Okay. Yeah, my husband's birthday is close to Mother's Day, so we always end up smushing the two together when we can. We're not even we're getting together this upcoming Sunday to do it with his family, but I took tomorrow off. There you go. That's something at least. Now let's have a touching moment with our friend that he wasn't even going to say goodbye to, even though she's got the best hair in the village. He did get his shirt. He loves it. It fits really well. Yeah. You know, I should have said, this man, my allergic to cats husband, this from our Ring camera, caught one of the kittens the other night. I said, did you have to take a Benadryl after that? And he was like, no, but I washed really thoroughly. Like, yeah. He let it go, though, because he felt bad separating it from its siblings. We need to catch all of them at once. Which, I don't think it's possible to catch 4 kittens at once. But we're going to give it a try. Yes, it will be. We have tried playing cat sounds on the phone. He was looking at some live traps the other day, and I don't know if he ended up ordering the small ones or what, because they're small kittens. It is so funny. We've had like 3 years we have kittens born out in our yard, and these wrestle on the porch so loudly, and there's a gap between where our back door opens up and where you have to step up onto our porch, and they wrestle each other and then fall into it and like thump against the door, and I was like, oh, the kittens are up. Like, they're funny. Go straight to the castle. I sure did get all that, eyebrows. Thank you. Everybody hates you, but not me. They're so cute. I really want to pet them. Shaking those trees. To the castle, to the castle. Navi, if you tell me to go to the castle, I can't walk any faster than this girl. You know what we can do first is go to Kakariko and get the sun song. Look at my guardian up here waiting to tell me all about Kakariko. Okay. That way we don't have to wait for the chicken. Ooh, we can get some Skulltula while we're in here too, since it's nighttime. Let's do it. Show did. Okay. There's that one. There's the one up here. Okay. Whoa, Link. Getting a little aggressive with that chopping action. No, sir. Don't get on it. Roll into it. Bum, bum, bum. I think like one time ever I've been able to like backflip off of this as a child and get onto that roof. I want to come to your house and chase kittens. I would love that. Come and help me catch these little rascals because they are wily. And then take them home with you. Give them a good home. Missed by a lot. Is there one in this box down here, or am I dreaming that? Did I make that up? I swear there's one that pops out of a box. I think I'm making that up. Bum 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 no 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 no. Oh, where's my ocarina? There we go. Oh, we did see the other day on that camera, Cowley, the stray that we haven't seen in like a while. She had the like one kitten in the box. She was back on camera just the other night, and we hadn't seen her in a while, and I was really hoping that Coyote hadn't gotten her as well. So that was nice to see. I was pretty happy about that. Which one of these is it? Oh, maybe it's this one. This is not what we try to do, is it? Don't hug me. I hate hugs. Let's get the hell out of here. He's gonna kill me. Bye now. Which one am I thinking of that I need to go down then? Is it this one? The last thing I need is a Poe to pop out. Nope. I will take that shield though. Why am I totally blanking on? Is it that one and I'm just crazy? Oh shit. That Poe got me. That sucks. Do I still have the Hylian shield? Yes. Why am I like blanking on how to play this game? It won't let me play it because I don't know it. Maybe I do need to go to the castle first. I thought I could get the Sun Song now, but I guess I can't. Am I wrong about that? Maybe. I'm questioning everything I know. Navi, shut up. Alright, I'll just go to the castle. Whatever. We'll come back. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. We can't get into the castle. Yeah, buddy, I'm coming out of Kakariko. I know. I know all about it. Thank you. And now we wait. I thought about sitting outside this afternoon and like enjoying a cigar or something, but it's just a little too warm for me. It's about that time where I don't go outdoors much anymore. Not that I'm a big outdoors person anyway, but you're not supposed to spawn up here. Go away. Since when do those spawn up there? It's 90 here today. I'm staying with the AC. Yeah. It says it's 86 right now, but it's also 6 o'clock here, so surely it was hot earlier. Shall we break some pots? 91 right now. Oh, summer's coming. Oh, it's in here. That's, I think, where I was thinking of the box that I'm going to hit that Skulltula out of. What is the point of this guard if he doesn't tell me to quit smashing these pots? He doesn't get paid enough to tell me not to smash pots. All right. Shall we? I bet I have to talk to her. Hello, cutie pie. What's up? Your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here. And you're a ginger. My name is Malin. What a beautiful castle. Would you like to tell me some words of wisdom, bird? I'm a menace. I made my guy hang up 10 wind chime decorations and 4 hanging plants on the porch, and he's a minimalist. I love that. We got these cute hanging, they're like glass, I don't know, just decor. And one of them is a big monstera leaf, and one of them is like a lemon, like a circular lemon slice. And I was like, these are so cute. And I got them at Joann's, and they were half off. And I said, yes, please. So they're currently on my kitchen table. I purchased them like a month ago, and haven't done anything with them. They're kind of heavy to like hang in a window. Like they're pretty thick, and they're on a chain. I think they'd be cute outside, but we had our porch redone a while back, and they had to put up some new beams and some other stuff, and so we used to have some like eye hooks that hung down from it, and we don't anymore. I would love to have some wind chimes out back. We don't have any wind chimes out there. Weird egg. Looks like Meg is going live with Breath of the Wild. I know she's doing like a 3-heart master mode run right now. Alrighty-roo, let's do this. Also, these guards are terrible, like... Yeah, my dad has a lot of wind chimes. I always remember having wind chimes. Got a new hanging plant for my porch last weekend, and I've almost managed to kill it already. Oh, I feel that. I get plants and I put them on my porch, then I forget about them, and they're all dead. So, since I live in her house, it's now... Oh, I love that. That would be a cool, like, tattoo to get, like, in memoriam. Would be like a wind chime. Let's let this chicken hatch, you lazy bum. Although, like, I kind of feel this guy. He's just tired. That would be a lovely... Thank you for the idea. Yeah, that'd be a cool, unique tattoo. A cool wind chime she had, or... put some little ornaments on it that would make it, like, special and unique to you. Yeah. I really am ready to get tattooed again. I was just saying the other day, I was like, God, I'm itching for a tattoo. Because we finished up my knee, and I haven't gotten tattooed since we finished my knee. Lots of hummingbirds and cardinal wind chimes at this house. Yes! Oh, hummingbirds. Well, while we wait for this egg to hatch, what's everyone up to today? How are you spending your evening? I guess the new season of Bridgerton starts tomorrow. I keep seeing stuff on my TikTok about it. Just came home from CT training, exhausted. Yeah, feel that. What kind of machine are you training on? Waiting for the wife to get home so we can go to dinner. Oh, that's nice. Are y'all gonna go, what are y'all gonna go eat? Curious. Okay, bye. Run away. A Philips 256. Yeah. We just got a, I can't even think of what it's called because it's some new brand. Health something. It reminded me of the name of a health insurance. I've never heard of it. It's pretty cool. And so I trained on that the first week of May, and that's what I'm going to be working my overnight shift on this week. So it should be interesting. Probably some Olive Garden. I have to find something else to do. You don't have to do anything. You can do nothing, and that's okay. Because sometimes doing nothing is what you need more than doing something. I love Olive Garden dressing, and their chicken and gnocchi soup is so good. Also, I love the Zuppa Toscana as well. It's required for overnight techs working with CT and X-ray. It makes sense. Makes sense. Like, even though CT, I'm trained in CT, I never work in CT. And so, like, when I chose a PRN job, I specifically wanted a job where I was doing CT so I could become better at it. Oh, it did mute your comment. Is that show good? I don't watch it, but there's been a lot of people posting about it. So, I assume, because this whole thing of, like, what are you doing May 16th? And it's the collage pictures with, like, the Bridgerton stuff and everything else. So, I don't typically enjoy, like, a period piece. So, I don't think I would enjoy that show. And I'm not sold on it enough to, like, at least give it a try. I'm like, I think it's supposed to be, like, somewhat spicy, but I don't know. I love both those. The chicken fettuccine broccoli, yes. Olive Garden breadsticks slap. Oh my god. So, you know, you can buy the packs of, like, Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits, and you can make them at home. My husband made them in these, like, mini loaf pan that we have, and they were so good. As, like, little loaves of Cheddar Bay biscuits. I heard it's spicy, too. I don't mind a little spice, but I've been reading a lot of spice. Like, for the first time ever, I'm getting into, like, some smutty books. I don't think they can put the things I read on, like, normal television. So, and it all started because I've been reading Throne of Glass, and I made some comment like, why don't these two characters just be done with it? And somebody was like, oh, there's not any smut in that book. You should check out this, and this. And I was like, oh, cool. So, the mix you can make at home, olive butter and seasoning. Yes. Bridgerton's so good. I like how they use modern songs in a quartet in the show. Oh, that's cool. People really like the show. I don't think I'm the right audience for the show, but I know it's really popular, so. I'm saying, okay, let me tell y'all. I'm, like, delving into the spice, right? So, I like to read books and not know a lot about what I'm getting into. I want to get into it. I want to, like, you can give me a general, like, oh, it's a friends to like, or enemies to lovers, or it's a this, it's a that. Like, give me the general genre, but I don't really want to know what it's about. And let me tell you guys, I picked up the book Credence. If you know anything about this book, my flabbers were gasted. I I'm not recommending this book, by the way. This is me reading, and I read it at work because I didn't realize it was a spicy book, but at that point, I was so into it. It was like watching a train wreck, and I was like, what's happening in this book? And so I just kept reading it, like... And again, and I'm not here to yuck anybody's yums, but that's not for me. Called Priest, and I did not like it. There was no plot. Yeah, I want a little plot. I want a lot of space, but give me something, you know? I've been on Book Talk before, and it's wild. I don't know. I might be too vanilla, and I'm not even vanilla. No, there's something out there for everybody in that department. Like, whether it's just romance or whether it is straight, you know. My flowers were gasted. They were. I can't even describe the plot of that book, but give it a Google. And do you feel like people are judging you while I read it? I read on a Kindle specifically so people can't judge what I'm reading. So I actually got my first Kindle so I could, back in the day, so I could read 50 Shades of Grey without judgment. Because I was like, let me see what this is about. And so I read all the 50 Shades of Grey books. And I was like, okay. And because they were super popular, and I was reading them like at clinicals and stuff. And then also, it's just easier to carry a Kindle. Don't get me wrong, I love a book. Like, I also have like 3 books right now checked out from my local library, and I just finished one, and then I switched over to a Kindle and whatever. Yeah. 50 Shades is not, like, content-wise, isn't embarrassing or bad. And then when Kindle did the Stuff Your Kindle Days recently, I just downloaded a ton of books onto my Kindle. Although I did go ahead and do the kind of Kindle girly thing, and I got the clear case for it, and I got a bunch of like book stickers, and one of them does say, like, it's like a Band-Aid that says fairy smut that I stuck on there. And then there's one that's like, I still read fairy tales, though they're spicier now. Like, I will say there are some like steamy parts in Throne of Glass. You got those too? They're so fun, right? I just ordered a pack of like 100 of them on Amazon, and I was like decorating. And I like that when you use the clear Kindle case, you don't have to stick them to your Kindle. I just like laid them all down in the case and then like put my Kindle inside of it. And it was, okay, so I'm reading Throne of Glass for the first time. I just finished the 5th book. Man, I am concerned about what is happening in this book. I've not read ACOTAR. I don't know that I'm going to, but I am. I got into Throne of Glass because, I don't know if y'all follow or watch Megpie, another creator on here. She's awesome. I love her. A friend of mine that we met through being Women Who Stream. And she was doing like a book club in her Discord, and Throne of Glass was and I was like, okay, this might not be my cup of tea, but I'm gonna check it out. And I read the first one in like 2 days. Like, I blew through it. And they were gonna do like one a month. I read the first 4 books in like a few weeks. And I got into the 5th one and just kind of hit a wall where I was like, I need a break from this. And so then I jumped back into the 5th one recently and couldn't stop reading it. And I was like, what's gonna happen? So it is so good. I'm loving it, and I didn't think I would enjoy it. The first book could have been a standalone, but it's so good anyway. As we're just like, get through this dialogue, Zelda. Meg's great. I love Meg. Okay, I'll save Hyrule. It's fine. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. No, he won't, because I'm going to stop him. I have terrifying power. I think I'm going to start the 6th one tomorrow. There's 8 of those in that series, right? Or is there... I don't know. I made the mistake. I will say this. I bought them for my Kindle. And I made the mistake of buying the bundle of books. And I should have just bought all of them individually. Because Kindle sells the bundle. But it's all one book. So, like, I don't know how much time is left in my books. Because it runs it as, like, 8 books smushed together. And it doesn't give you like, I'm 50% done, but I've read 5 books, you know? And so, like, I'm kind of mad I did that. But I didn't know. I thought it was going to be, like, 8 individual books and they'd package them all together, but it's not. It's, like, one vial. So, that's annoying. Take this, shoot this, and he's going to chuck a bomb at me. And then if you look in this window, you can see all the Mario stuff. There's Mario and Peach. And then there's a picture of Yoshi right there. And then Bowser. And Luigi. Teach me a song, Impa. I am Impa of the Sheikahs. I am responsible for protecting Zelda. Heading out on a big new adventure. I'm gonna be okay. I don't know. I'm in a weird mood today. I played the song for the princess as a lullaby since she was a baby. It's been a long week. It's right here as well. I can't like turn my arm that way. It's hard. Oh yeah, my arm tat is awesome. And since the top part's all the Zelda stuff, there we go. Got my Guardian here, tells me all the things. And then my Zelda's Lullaby here. Got my spiritual stones. There's one. Where are the rest of them? There's one, there's one. My tiny little Triforce. But then also like all the flowers from Breath of the Wild. And then the gemstones that are rupees. Got a cool rock back there. And these are all from Breath of the Wild. And then my Master Sword. My Silent Princesses. Yeah. So. I love that tattoo. I love that whole arm. And then we've got, so it's all gaming. She's awesome. My artist is incredible. Got my Dance Dance Revolution arrows. Mario stuff. Centipede's my favorite old school arcade game. The flowers down here are Animal Crossing. And then we've got a cake from Portal. Yeah, and just some fun Mario stuff too. She does a great job. She is like my artist in and out, and she's got a lot of property on there on my skin. Itching for a tattoo, samesies. I want a Yoshi tattoo, but just never have done it. You should do it. Do you know my friend stopped streaming shoot? She's okay. She did post about it, and I know she's spoken out about it, so I don't mind sharing again. She's great. Like, we met up in person a little while back during the eclipse, and streaming can really take a toll on your mental health to a point. And I experienced some of this that she also went through, where, especially if you have friends who stream and everything, and you're trying to be successful and make this a source of income, and it's difficult. It's super hard. It's like having another job, and you get so focused on all the statistics, because TikTok's really good about giving you stats for your streams, for your videos, for your whatever, and they break down so much information for us, and it's great. But it can also be discouraging when you don't see growth, and you don't see, and it can be frustrating. And so, long story long, she stepped back for mental health reasons, because it stops being fun if you get too deep into it. And I kind of also went through this, where last fall, I got to a point where I needed to decide if streaming was going to become a important second source of income for me, a thing I needed to dedicate all my spare time to. And I am fortunate to where I have a good job and I don't depend on this for income. It is just supplemental income, but not everybody gets that. And so I just kind of decided to make this a hobby that pays for itself. Because I wouldn't see my husband, because I'd be streaming, or I'd be editing videos, or I'd be trying to create content after I already work a 40-hour week, and it stopped being fun. And I always want my games, just, this is fun for me. I want to have a good time. And you have to make that decision for yourself. And since she's stepped back, she's been able to get back more into the things that do bring her joy. She streams now and again still, occasionally. So every once in a while you'll catch her on playing like Twilight Princess or something, but it's random. I love the streaming community. It uses such, and I love it too. Like, I love watching my stream. I used to love having Franz streams while I'm at work, and Meg streams here, and it's a great, and we're still all friends. We still talk and text and all of that, and it's just a lot. It can just be a lot. And it's fun, and I love doing it, but I'm not willing to dedicate more of my life to it right now, kind of thing. And I've made so many friends that I kind of didn't realize I was lacking in my life, but meeting the community, especially of female gamers, I don't have a lot of real life female friends, and so it's nice to have them and be able to talk to them, and I like it a lot. I know, I'm sorry, JR. So I don't have to worry about creating content and edit videos. It's just too much. Yeah. I'll go through and edit and make videos when I feel like it, but I try not to put that pressure on myself to feel obligated. And I think a lot of mine came as well because I started streaming Zelda, and then one day I streamed Animal Crossing, and that really kind of blew up my personal community. But my gosh, I'm so burned out on Animal Crossing, and so I kind of felt obligated to play it, because that's why a majority of my followers were here. And I tried setting a streaming schedule, because they're like, oh, you want to grow, set a streaming schedule, make sure everyone knows when you're streaming. But then I would have friends, coworkers, whatever, text me and be like, hey, you want to go out for drinks tonight? And I'd be like, oh, I have a streaming schedule set already and I can't and whatever. So I either felt like bad canceling stream or bad canceling all my friends. And so it just, everything needs to be a little less structured. I'm a little type A as it is, and a little less structure is good for me. I only follow female streamers more. My vibe. I hate the yelling. Yeah. I don't know if I follow any male streamers now that I think about it. We all get bored of games. Makes me help so much. It does. It really does. Oh, hey, chicken. So that's a lot of it. Marley, thank you for the heart puff. I don't know if I said that. Hi, Marley. How are you? Ice Talks is a nice message. There are good ones out there. Don't get me wrong. It's just how it worked out with who I follow and everything. I enjoy the schedule I've set. However, some are coming, I'll change, and I've been worried. It's okay. You should also be considered a hobby unless you have a big niche. Yeah, exactly. Like, props to those people who can put in, like Meg, again, watching her community grow and the work that she puts into it, and she has been getting, like, the spotlight streams and stuff. I am so happy for her. Like, truly, she's seeing growth and success, and I love that. Like, but for me, she is seriously killing it. Like, I love her streams. She's just, like, good people, and I just want the best for my friends. So I'm truly, truly happy for her. But it is something I had to, like, seriously sit down and, like, make a decision about. About the game Sticky Business, and it's adorable and cozy. It's a PC game. Yeah! And, like, who am I missing? Where's the last one? Just want enough to put back into my streaming. Yes, and that's what I'm doing. Like, because we just got paid for subscriptions here on TikTok. We get paid on the 15th. And so I literally took that money and put it immediately into my streaming account, and that's what I use when I do my giveaways or when I need to purchase new games, new content, that kind of thing. I use that. Where's this last chicken? Why don't I know where this last chicken is? Am I crazy? Oh, it's the one up front. I'm so sad about this, but I cannot get into Ocarina of Time. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I don't think it is the best made Zelda game by any means. It is my favorite, but it's kind of, this might be kind of a niche comment. It's kind of like Doctor Who. You always love your first. It always holds a special place in your heart. And Ocarina was my first, just like David Tennant was my first Doctor. And so, like, it's always my favorite. It's always my favorite. I haven't played that game yet. Same for Twitch. I got my first payout, staying its own account, so I have enough for a new capture card. Love that. That's fair. Breath of the Wild was my first. See, in Breath of the Wild, it's a beautiful game. Like, especially for people coming up and getting old enough to play Zelda games for the first time, or just people who are getting into games for the first time. Zelda is a lot to get into. There's a lot of lore, there's a lot of story, and Breath of the Wild is a great place to start without going back and playing the old ones. I grew up playing this, so this is my favorite. What kind of capture card are you gonna get, Chloe? Skyward Sword is better. Remember play. I like Skyward Sword. I think Skyward Sword has one of the best storylines out of all the Zelda games. Its fall down is that it's a little repetitive, and it should have had, like, one more area of world to explore. But generally, Skyward Sword, like, I sobbed the first time I played that game. It touched my soul. I'm so glad I played that as an adult. Is Majora's the best? No. Majora's is not my favorite. It's breathtaking. I would give anything to feel the emotions I played the first time. Yes. I've played Breath of the Wild several times, and I still get chills when you first come out of the Shrine of Resurrection and just, like, Skyward Sword did make me upset at times. Chloe, I buy Elgato everything. ELGATO. I have The capture card, the stream deck, the lights, the camera, like all of that. It's not cheap. It's good stuff. I have not heard of Sky Children of the Light. Yeah, I like Elgato. If I'm going to spend money, I want quality. Yeah. That's kind of where I was at, too. And once I got one thing and the way it all works together and yada, 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 I just stuck with Elgato. Still using a cheap little laptop. Yeah. I have a capture card I'm not used. You should message me. You should DM me. But she gets the job done, yeah. We just wildin'. We just going right in for it. Let's learn this sun song. Song of the Sun. Something inscribed on the tombstone. Sky Children of the Light is a TPM. It's pretty though. It gave me chills a few times on the Switch and mobile. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me, oops. Where's my pen? I usually like write down these suggestions and go look them up later. Because I do like when y'all suggest new games and stuff. Here's one that says Garden Life, Coral Island, and Silent Breath. There we go. It's so good. You'll get addicted. I love that. Look at me learning a new song.
Thank you.
Henry the Giant Doodle Pup. Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh. Speaking of dogs, I was watching TikToks today. I guess the Westminster Dog Show recently happened, and so I was watching like clips of it. And my coworker was like, "You're such an old lady." I was like, "I like dogs." And so I was watching videos of like people from the show and like when they're not live on TV and the dog is just like chilling and kind of laying there and playing with their handlers and cute things like that. That you wouldn't normally see on TV. Gonna get sent to North Campus. Definitely won't be home early. Okay. Let's save and continue. Okay. What am I supposed to go do now? Go to Death Mountain? The dog competition. Oh my gosh, the dog competitions are so cool. Like, you see a basset hound and he's like, "I guess I'll do it." And then you see a border collie who's like, "This is my job." I love it so much. Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. I think I'm the only person in the world that does not like that game. I did attempt to play it. I never finished it. I've been asked to go back and do I have that letter from Zelda? Yeah. I do have the Hylian shield, yes. Master Quest? I think it's like when people who do randomizers, it's just this, it's Ocarina, but it's different. I have it for the GameCube, and I've just never put it in or played it. May I ask why? So, Tears of the Kingdom was... There's things about it I do like, okay? I don't hate the game overall. It was very tedious, I felt like. I feel like they did a better job of using Hyrule as a space, because Breath of the Wild, there's a lot of just kind of like empty space. I thought the depths were fun, but I thought there was going to be more going on in the sky, and there wasn't. The story is very good. Like, once you collect all the dragon tears and all that, like, that was excellent. So the story is better than Breath of the Wild. Mason, you just read that sarcastically. Also, hi. But Tears was, like, so dependent on fusing everything together and building stuff, and I just, God, I was just over it. I don't like having to build and fuse, and every shrine is like, let's build this, now do this, and I was like, oh my God. I was watching my sister-in-law play Tears a couple weekends ago. I was like, how do you enjoy the game? Yeah, my brain doesn't think like that, and so I found a lot of the building aspects very frustrating. I like the Koroks, and I found a lot of the stuff they did with the Koroks super frustrating. I missed Rivali's Gale. Yeah, I like the hoverboard, but then when you just hoverboard everywhere, there's stuff that you miss. Stuff just got frustrating. I don't mind a little challenge to a game. I don't want to play something that's so easy. But, like, once it isn't fun, it's not worth it. Games are fun. Yeah. But, like, parts of that game felt needlessly, like, just difficult. Oh, the Deku Tree? Yeah, didn't enjoy that. No. God. It was a rude surprise. Goron City. I just saw my Switch. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I even got the Tears of the Kingdom Switch because I was like, ah, Tears of the Kingdom. And yes, Zelda. My favorite Zelda. And I broke the golden rule. Yeah, well, now it just sits there ornamental. This is the best Zelda. Yes. Agreed. I was only going to play Zelda games on my Tears of the Kingdom Switch, and then I made an Animal Crossing island on it instead. Well, I should say. I heard the song of the royal family, and I expected their messenger. But you're just a kid. I guess I should... Damn it, I always forget to go and learn the song. Yeah. And I can't use the shortcut because I don't have any bombs. You know what? I might not need bombs, though, actually. Trader made me suffer and I'm not having a fun time right now. Oh, that's what you pay them for, right? Suffering. That's gonna be me after Pilates tomorrow. I have double Pilates back to back. Oh, come on. You sucker. It's because I hesitated. Oh, put it away. I tried to go for the submarine. God, Mason. Ugh. Double girl, then a knock shift. Are you okay? Yes. Well, thankfully the night shift isn't till Friday. So the goal is to go work out and then like take a nap and then stay up late Thursday and then sleep in Friday and stay up Friday to Saturday night. So hopefully it'll help me. You gonna give Majora's Mask a chance? Man, I did restart a Majora's Mask playthrough recently. I got through Snowhead. The next was going to be the Water Temple. I just haven't gone back. So I'm hearing late night stream tomorrow? Probably. You're hearing late night stream tonight, too. I thought about putting Breath of the Wild in. Come hang out with me while I attempt more Breath of the Wild tomorrow. That'll keep you up. Oh my god, yes. I'll sit there and just like furiously type into your chat. I just did a Breath of the Wild playthrough not long ago. I'll just play Stardew for hours. My eyes glaze over and I just play Stardew. Never too much Breath of the Wild, true. It's a great game. Oh, such a good game. Do I remember which way to go? It's this way, is it not? That's gonna kick me out. Yeah. I'm really starting to enjoy it despite my frustrations. Love that. Yeah, I always forget the rules of the Lost Woods. Plus, I have my TV turned down pretty low so it doesn't pick up on the mic. So it's harder for me to hear. But if I start from the beginning, I can usually just get the pattern. Give me a present. Hooray! Love that for me. Okay. Got a shower, need separate, I'll show return. Alright, we'll be here. It's right. I know, you can like feel my enthusiasm. I always do that. Straight, then left. How long are you streaming tonight? I don't know. I need to stay up later than usual. Okay, Z target homes. Quit hitting me! Is Zelda like Animal Crossing is rumored? That would be crazy. That would get me into some Animal Crossing. Zomp. Beep, 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 beep. I don't feel like messing with those guys, so just run through them. It's fine. Yeah, I would totally buy that. I would buy more Animal Crossing updates if they would just make them. I don't think it's that difficult. I don't know why they just gave up on that game. Here, one game, one update. We're done with you. Like, they could have made so much more content. I've said this time and time again. And I would have bought every single one of them. Do you know how many like Sims expansion packs I bought? A lot. A lot of them. I know. Like, I wouldn't be burned out on it if they kept putting out more packs. So many missed opportunities. Yeah. I don't get it. Like, it's a win-win. Develop the game, sell it to us, we will buy it, make money. It's not that hard. I don't know. Especially since the Switch 2 seems to never come out, or whatever they're gonna call it. Yeah. Busy working on the next console. There's more money than me. Yeah. People who are developing the console and people who make games are like two different people, right? Like, it's not like 4 people that work for Nintendo that are doing all of this. There are 2 new Zelda games coming out for the Switch too. Yeah. I don't believe anything Nintendo says. Oh, we're gonna die. Yep, there it goes. I've made a lot of dumb deaths here in this game. Yes, save. I have got to have a chiropractor appointment coming up soon. Cool. Do I still have the song? Perfect. The N64 vibrations are very... Yeah, and it's built in here, too. So it's not like a pack you have to add on, either. Hooty hoo! Danielle, thank you for the heart me. Chloe, thank you for the finger hearts. Link in Majora's Mask goes through more hell than an ocarina. I'd agree with that, because Majora's Mask is a special kind of hell. And that moon is so creepy. I didn't play South Park. I never really got into South Park. Navi, if you don't shut it. Here we go. Let's go back. Now I will make you dance, sir. They're taking their jobs, but I watched a little bit of it. Like, I get that reference, and but I never. I was pretty strict about what I was allowed to watch growing up. And then I watched some of it as I got older, but I never like stuck with it. You know what's one thing I do really enjoy from the creators of South Park that I don't know why I like it as much as I do, and I shouldn't like it as much as I do, is the movie Basketball. It's a bad movie, okay? It's not a good movie. But for some reason, I really like that movie. I've watched it like multiple times, and it's a bad movie. But I love it. Yeah, you're supposed to like it because it's bad. It's true. But not a lot of people know that movie exists. At least not a lot of people in my world have even heard of this movie. But, like, I'd watch that movie, like, right now. Yeah, and it's great. Like, there's a few movies that my husband and I like because they're bad movies. Like, they're so bad they're good kind of movies. And one of them is that movie The Goods with Jeremy Piven, where he's like a car salesman. I really like that movie. It's not a great movie. The cast is fun, but it's not a great movie, and I really like it. And then Pop Star from The Lonely Island, Never Stop, Never Stopping. It's great. It doesn't really have a right to be as good as it is. I listen to the soundtrack, like, a lot. I also love the South Park and the creator, yeah. And I've never been a big Lonely Island fan in general. Like, I was not a big Andy Samberg fan until I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And, oh my god, Not Another Teen Movie. That's a good one. That movie's iconic. I love that movie. Cost $25 million to make Basketball, but it only made $7 million in the box office. That sounds about right. Seriously, Not Another Teen Movie is so good. Because he looks identical to one of my exes for 6+ years. Oh my gosh, that's wild. It's okay because Book of Mormon has made over $750 million. I've never seen Book of Mormon, and I hear nothing but good things about it. I was just talking okay, pause. This is important. I was just talking about shoes. The other day, I was having this conversation with my husband about classic YouTube stuff that I, like, grew up watching. Oh, because we were talking about, please tell me anyone in here remembers the old YouTube video, Drinking Out of Cups. And it's like, somebody's recorded this guy, and I don't know, like, what illegal substance he had been doing, but it's, like, this terribly animated lizard. Because I said, not my chair, not my problem, and he didn't know what I was talking about, and I was like, you don't remember Drinking Out of Cups? Like, Mr. Balloon Hands, and, like, Seashell, like, I say not my chair, not my problem way too often. I love Drinking Out of Cups. Like that, and like Charlie the Unicorn and Shoes, and he was like, I don't know. And I was like, this is OG YouTube here. So, anyway, the fact that you bring up Shoes. Oh my god, Shoes. Yes. Love it. Love it. You're speaking my language. Oh my gosh. Leave Britney alone. Yes. Classic. Oh my gosh. I love Charlie. Candy Mountain, Charlie. Yeah. Y'all are my people. We're BFFs now. Because we're all millennials from the sound of it. Just made more Charlie the Unicorn. Oh, it's so classic. Yes, I just want to be your BFF. Oh my god. I remember Happy Tree Friends. Happy Tree Friends, Salad Fingers. Yeah. Yes. It's that whole Opal. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get it. It's an insane little show on YouTube. Yes. I didn't watch that Charlie Tell Unicorn. Yes. Oh my gosh. Y'all, the early internet was where it was at. Don't get me wrong, I love TikTok. It's a lot of fun. But that early internet really hit just right. That should get it. There we go. They don't make YouTube like they used to in early days, especially kind of cry. That was before adults knew that they should police their children on the internet. Like, who was in a chat room being like ASL and, you know. It did. It helped shape who I am today and my humor. It was that place where, like, I was like, oh, okay, so weirdos like me do exist other places. Like, we had no right to be in the... I think, like, Omegle's still a thing, right? So many chats I shouldn't have been in, right? Kids don't know the dial-up struggle. Yeah. What was my husband telling me? He saw a video where somebody, before their kids get on line, they play, like, the dial-up tone for them before... Oh my god, chat roulette. While me being 7 years old. Politics. Who are we? Who are we? Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Chat roulette was hilarious as well. The wild, wild west of internet days back then. And I ran that bill up. Sounds like when we first got texting, and I think my sister might have run the bill up with a bunch of, like, 10-cent texts. I don't know if that's gonna... No, it worked. Good for me. Oh my god, that's so funny. I have talked about the sounds of dial-up in chat before, and people don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, please go Google what the internet used to sound like. So pick up the phone to kick me off. Yes. Stuff that you just won't get these days. Quit hitting me. When you bought ringtones and now, honestly, if my phone was to ring right now, I'd want to, like, throw it across the room. I remember. Numa. Oh my god, yes, Numa. I haven't thought about that in a long time. I knew I had heard it recently, and I was that's on your stream. I forgot about that. It, like, unlocked something inside of me. Get away from me, you larva. Huh. I thought I killed you. That's like me and my sub sound with the Quiznos song. Like, those commercials were so weird. And I love them. And I don't know why it took me so long to make it my sub sound. As I think it's hilarious. The irony is I don't even hear it because I don't have speakers on my computer when people sub. Kids don't know long cat. I know, right? I feel like I need to sub just to hear. It's so good. I even have the little sponge monkey thing that sings a song come up on screen. I can has cheeseburger. I know. Iconic internet that people look at now and they're like, oh my god, Chloe sent a sub. Thank you for sending subs, Chloe. Cause they are good to us. Let's quiz those subs. I'm gonna die in here. I love it. Thank you, Chloe. It is so perfect. No hearts to be found. Maybe here. It was for all of us. Oh. I had a lot of fun like finding and making that sound too. Because I watched a bunch of old Quiznos commercials. I don't even like Quiznos. I just really like that song. Who's hiding all the Quiznos history? Someone just messing with Quiznos wiki. Ugh. I was never a big Subway fan either. I like Jersey Mike's now as an adult. Have you seen of all the nostalgic food? Oh, yeah. There's some. My mom sent me a Tamagotchi for my birthday this year. And it was fun. I kept it alive for like 2 days and then it died. Oh. Jersey Mike's is so meh, but there's not any sandwich chain options. Yeah. There really aren't a lot of sandwich chain. I mean, Jersey Mike's is the best choice we have. For sure, because our other options are Subway and or Jimmy John's closed for a while and then it reopened, but I occasionally want a hot sub and that's not that Jimmy John's life. I don't know. Mom and pop shops are where it's at. That's true. When we were down in the hill country for the eclipse, there's this like Mediterranean place down there that's super good, and like this guy and his wife own it and run it, and it's awesome. And I had this like muffletta sandwich that was top notch when I was there the first time we went. And then what did I get last time? Oh, I got a gyro. I love gyros. I made one actually, that's what I meal prepped this week. So good. Oh yeah, that's just... There's a dive bar near where I grew up. Their sandwiches are amazing. See, it's always the dive bar, or the whatever... Sandwiches so big and tasty, expensive chain called Mendocino. Oof. Yeah, usually we go to Jersey Mike's and split like a giant. Husband and I. I like a good club sandwich. So expensive as hell, and it's not even that good. I think think this is either the map or the compass, neither of which I particularly need, but... I also really like a good hot pastrami sandwich, but I don't want one with sauerkraut. I love pickles and pickled things and whatever. I hate sauerkraut. It's terrible. I freaking love a hot pastrami. Pastrami is super hard to find right now. Like in supermarkets and stuff. I am, $2 from the gas station for like $17. Yeah. Everything's expensive right now, man. Everything. Yeah, sauerkraut and pastrami, and it's just gross. Just give me, like, hot pastrami, put some onions on that bad boy, give me a good, like, ground mustard or, like, a spicy mustard, and just let me go to town on that. I love a good pastrami sandwich. Because they are good to us. There's Quiznos subs. Pastrami, pickle, mustard, bread, maybe cheese. Oh, I do like either a good provolone, maybe a Swiss on pastrami as well. And dill pickles and good provolone or peck. Anita, samesies. I forgot about pickles. You can put pickles on anything. Like, cut the kraut, but put pickles on there. We got a sandwich. What are we fighting in here? Everything? Hello, would you like to get out of my way? Alright. Well, I feel a little, I don't know if it's the energy drink I drank or what. Favorite movie? Okay, favorite movie is really hard to narrow down. Just say basketball. Basketball is a top guilty pleasure movie. Favorite movie that I could, like, watch over and over? Silence of the Lambs is definitely high on my list. I love Silence of the Lambs. We know the truth. You got me. That's such a brilliantly done movie. Basketball, that is. No, I'm trying to think. It does. It puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. So freaking iconic. Why are you jumping like that, Holmes? Just jump. Like a normal boy. I'm trying to think, like, what's something I've watched over and over and over and over. I've never seen Wayne's World. Come on. Oh. Bad timing. And I can't get it stuck in that ladder because I'm not good like that. Have to see Wayne's World. There we go. I've never seen City of God. Stuff that I've watched over and over. Okay, here's one that I often get judged for. I love Human Centipede. I've seen that movie like 10 times. I love it. I've not seen Bill and Ted either. Despite the fact that I love basketball, I'm kind of particular about the type of comedy I watch. I don't know. How do I love it? Because there's something broken in me as a person. I saw that movie in theaters. I loved it. I used to have the movie poster like hanging in my room. I own it. I have an autographed picture on the wall from the guy who played the doctor. He died. It's sad. His name was Dieter Laser. Like, legitimately, that was his name. I love... Oh, Monty Python is a good choice. It's an amazing film. I highly suggest it. Okay. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is classic as well. But when I think about favorite movies, I think about movies that I have watched over and over and over again. And honestly, I really like Mean Girls. That movie came out the year I graduated high school. Love that movie. I've watched it so many times. But I also like a good like rainy day film for me that I will catch on TV and just like watch if it's on is Without a Paddle. You Gogol and Coco. My life is just South Park references. My life is Bob's Burgers references. Without a Paddle is a good movie. I'm gonna say Run Away on the Street. See, Monty Python is great. I also really love... I haven't seen the newest one, but I love like the original 4 Scream films, especially the first one. Like, Without a Paddle gets too much hate. I think that his movie is slept on, and it's very good. I like that movie a lot. I don't know why people don't like that movie. It's so good. I was telling my husband this. I was like, I think that's the only Burt Reynolds movie I've ever seen. Or like the first Burt Reynolds movie I've ever seen. I've seen Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, Butterfly Effect. I remember Flubber, but I don't think that was for me. Such a crush on Burt Reynolds. He's so many of his movies and TV. Yes, he was the man. Oops, that's gonna blow me up. There we go. Yeah, the Butterfly Effect is heavy. There's some movies that are very good movies that I cannot watch again. Requiem for a Dream is one of those. Donnie Darko. I just watched that not long ago. It was on like Pluto TV or something. I just had it on while I was doing other things. Don't burn me. Love The Notebook and P.S. I Love You. Yeah. If I was gonna watch a romance, okay, I guess that's true. We could break it down by genre as well. Like, if I'm gonna watch a rom-com versus just kind of romance, If I was gonna watch something romantic, as much as I'm not a huge fan of period pieces in general, give me some Pride and Prejudice. Because that hand. I love creepy movies when I see Long Legs in July. Ooh, I don't know. That sounds like a spider movie. Watched Wolf Creek when I was too young. Yeah. I grew up like reading scary books and movie and stuff, and then graduated to the scary movies later. No, it has Nick Cage in it. Okay, I wasn't sure, but then you sent the Nick Cage emoji, and so I was like, "So is that a Nick Cage movie? Where's this other bat? He's minding his business over there." Oh no, he's not. Wow, that was close. Not a fan of Aronofsky. The only film I genuinely liked of him was Black Swan. Okay. Go watch Release Peaks. Okay. Black Swan. I remember seeing Black Swan in theaters, and I turned to the person I was with, and I said, "What the fuck are we watching?" Like, I was... Don't get me wrong, I liked it. I enjoy a little bit of a mindfuck, but, that was a lot. Do I have a bottle? I do. Okay. I wonder if we'd see Twilight Princess and Wake Maker and Switch 2 on the way. I don't know. We can always hope. Melanie, thank you for the finger hearts. I've not seen Babes in Toyland. I've not seen Mulholland Drive either. A little existential crisis in my life. Do I need to go into this room for anything? I really don't think I want to. You know, I really have enjoyed... I didn't see Beau is Afraid, but I really enjoyed Ari Aster's 2 films. Blanking on Hereditary. I saw that one because that one came out first, and then Midsommar. I love Midsommar. Don't you get... Ah, fuck you both. I need to go back and rewatch Hereditary because Toni Collette should have gotten an Oscar for that role. There you are, you little bitch. And that was a movie too that I went into, and then stuff happens and you're like, that you truly did not expect to happen. God, and Midsommar is so good. I've watched Midsommar like several times. More for visiting Scandinavia. Man, it's a great movie. I'm a little biased because I think I love Florence Pugh. I know she's everything. Ugh, she's so good. Hated the Chucky movies and Leprechaun movies too. Yeah. She is... Yes, she's stunning in everything she does. I love when she did the cooking with... She doesn't really do it anymore, but like the cooking with Flo on her Instagram. Loved watching her cook. I just, like... She can kind of do no wrong in my eyes. I love her so much. Old school Halloween, yes. The Rob Zombie Halloweens are good too, though. King da dungo. It's hard. It's, yeah. I just enjoy Rob Zombie's take on them. Like, oh no, we're gonna miss this one. Yes, best game ever. Best name for a boss ever. It is a good one. Definitely better than Volvagia or whatever. However you want to pronounce that one. PlayStation didn't have nothing on N64 back in the day. They really didn't. Mm-hmm. The Shining. Okay, so the Shining movie, is iconic. It is not like the book. The book is terrifying. I generally don't enjoy Stanley Kubrick. You didn't love The Shining book or the movie? Or both? Oh my god, Gremlins is so good. I have... About Stephen King, I am extra critical of his movies because he is it for me. So I'm just like extra critical of his movies. Like Green Mile, so well done. But like The Shining, to what purpose was that? So like but I recognize that movie's placed in the pop culture like zeitgeist and what it is and what it did. And I know that not everyone reads the book. And I've been to the hotel where they filmed it and everything. Like it's cool. The book's better. The book's always better. I know, the way he just like dramatically rolls into the lava and is like, ugh. Birds? Like the movie The Birds? Like Hitchcock? Or just general birds? I can't believe the Dongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers, and that big rock blocking the cave. I know, but I'm just kind of a purist when it comes to the books. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you." The Birds movie. Well, I mean, if you're looking at like Halloween and then The Birds, like, wasn't Tippy Jamie Lee Curtis's mom, and not Jamie Lee Curtis's child as an actor too? Is that what I'm thinking? It's like 3 generations of... Is that who I'm thinking of? Or am I getting my Nepo babies mixed up? Spiritual star number 2. Melanie Griffith is Tippi Hedren's daughter. Then who is... Because isn't Jamie Lee Curtis the daughter of someone famous as well? The Green Mile is so well done. My husband was just watching this like YouTube video about like movies that were so well done based on books and ones that were awful. And Green Mile was on there. But also, like, speaking of Stephen King, Shawshank Redemption is one of the best movies. Truly, Shawshank Redemption is. I'm gonna have to Google this because it's gonna bother me if I don't look it up. Her mom was in Psycho. Okay, so it's because I'm in the Hitchcock brain. Janet Leigh, thank you. I I knew it was Hitchcock related. Oops, I didn't mean to like jump all the way down there. Navi, if you don't shut it. Oh, let me just blow myself up. No big deal. Sometimes I remember when I went to film school. There you go. Really? Link? Get it together. Loser. There we go. This game gave me PTSD because of Navi. She is annoying. But at least she's not mean like Tattle. Use.Ever is my text tone. I have these like stud earrings and one of them is Navi and the other one says, "Hey, listen." So who's the best companion then? The best Zelda companion for Link. I think I know what everybody's gonna say. Tingle, stop with that. Not Fee? I was gonna say Fee. Oh yeah, Colin Hate Club all the way. But Fee, it's Epona, hands down, if we're being serious. Barely scratching the surface of Breath of the Wild. Yeah, and you don't have a companion in like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. You don't have a fairy. You don't have Fee. You like. How many streamers are a part of the Colin Hate Club? All of them. Colin. Ugh. Karen haircut having little boy. Those children are all terrible. Tears of the Kingdom, you have the right hand of the king. Yeah. Your companion is the iPad. I don't know. I think Fee has the same kind of annoying that Navi has. But Fee has a whole story. And breaks you a little bit. And then you get to the rest of it. And it just destroys you. So good. Skyward Sword is so good. Hey y'all, I'm from Florida. Hey, I'm from Texas. Welcome in. The story of Skyward Sword is top tier. Oops. East. Up in the old piney woods. Give me that magic. Oh, she fabulous. I'm in West Texas. My condolences. I'm just kidding. Oh, where you can see the curvature of the earth. I just bought a slime called Great Fairy Yes! Oh my gosh! Hold B to charge your weapon. No, your condolences are appreciated. Yeah. Invalid. Yeah. I have a nephew out in the West Texas area. He went out there to finish his master's degree. I love watching slime scooping. If I'm gonna watch ASMR, I want to watch slime scooping. It just, right here, I can feel it just right here, and it's so good. Just dirt, dry heat, and dead grass, yeah. And some Cadillacs buried nose down. No. Only in Amarillo for that. You have family in Northeast Texas? Yeah. Great Fairy's got the life. Chill out in the fountain. Do whatever you want. Folks, bring you rupees. Yeah, for real. Let me grab you a little feetsies. Rowena? Let me Google it. I haven't bought any slime from the slime shops, but I did get some from Target just to see if I would like it, because I have a thing. It's like 5 hours from where I am. Oh, that's like Central Texas. Kat, thank you for the follow. I'm close to Lubbock, Odessa. Yeah, that's all you need to say. My cousin lives in Dallas. I'm only a couple hours from Dallas. M, thank you for the follow. I think I already said that. M, thank you for the follow. Even if I didn't already say that, I'll say it again. Oh my god, gack. You know, I was not allowed to have silly putty because I kept getting it in the carpet of like the minivan. And I was not allowed to have it. All right, slay. We're done here. How many of these spooters do I have? 12? Yas. Okay, I was one of these where they made a Nickelodeon logo a foot. Ooh, give me that adult wallet. Adults are allowed to carry more money. They're allowed to carry more, but they never have any. Oh, Nickelodeon. Stickly in the afternoon. Those were the days. Yeah. For the days of student loans and... I need to hydrate. I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours and I've not had any water. Let's take a hydration break, everybody. Cheers. Okay. Filled this up this morning and it's down to like here now. So I gotta get this thing done. I love my kids. It's just me and my husband, and we're expensive. Oh, I do all right. I have the second job to help me pay down my student loans faster. I have, like, an end date in mind. I love Double Dare. Hosted by Mark Summers, who also hosts Unwrapped on that Food Network. Do you get the mixed drink cup mix from the gas station, the one that has ice and the candy in drinks? Ooh, no. I don't think I like the idea of mixing those textures of things. I tried to not ever go to a gas station. I have to put gas in my car. It's an unfortunate... I hate doing car stuff. I don't... Like, okay, here's a question I like to ask. If you had extra money, if money was not an issue, but you could only hire one person to do something in your life, like if you wanted this person, you can hire them, but they only do your laundry, but they do every part of your laundry. Or you have a chef, but they only do chef stuff. I would pick a person who dealt with car things. They would keep up with car maintenance. They would keep my tank full. I hate doing car stuff. I don't like putting gas in. I would rather cook. I would rather cook and grocery shop and do all that. I hate doing car stuff. Legends of the Hidden Temple was my jam. That and Are You Afraid of the Dark? If you have Paramount Plus, that stuff's on there. Just FYI. They've got... See, I think dishes person would fall under chef, like shopping, cooking, cleaning, kitchen related things. But no, I want you to put gas in my car. I want you to maintain it, get it fixed, get it tuned up, keep it clean, like car maintenance. Oh, come on.
Thank you.
Snowflake, thank you for the follow. Gives Zelda Ocarina paint job on the car too. Yeah. Go get my car painted. I want to buy a new car? You're going to help me with that too. Like, all that. That would be my choice. That would fall under their purview. Give me some beans. Buying a car is the worst. When I was in 2020, especially as a woman, oh my god, yes. Yes. In 2020, I remember getting a call. I drive a Rogue. I got a call from my local Nissan dealership back when they like didn't have cars on the lot and they were trying. I have like a 2013 Rogue. It is nothing fancy. I love it. I always wanted one. And I finally got it. It was the first car I ever bought myself. But they would call and be like, hey, we'll give you a great deal on your Rogue if you want to come in and trade it in and do this and do that. And I finally had to tell the guy, like, look, I'm not working right now. It's 2020. Like, I don't have an income. I can't get a new car. And, oh, we'll give you such a good deal. And finally I was like, dude, I appreciate that this is your job. I said, I literally told him, I said, I'm going to drive this car until it explodes. He's like, oh, we'll give you a really good payment deal on it. And I said, will you pay me to drive your car? I said, because I have 0 payment right now on my vehicle. It's paid off. Can you do better than free? And he was like, well, no. And I was like, then I don't want it. Quit calling me. Like, never desired a car, but I've always needed a car. Yeah, it's necessary evil. Yeah. Like, there's certain things that I will spend the money on and I want like something nice and new and fancy. It's not a car. It's like a computer or a new console or whatever. Yeah, it took me years to pay this car off, but I paid it off and I did it early. So like, I was proud of me. Which I really wanted to get gearhead, but I couldn't get back out. Yeah, no, it's not for me. There's people buying school buses. I know, and turning them into like homes. The older cars are better. Yeah, I mean, it's over 10 years old because it's 2013 and it's holding up. I would really like to pay off all my loans And then we need to buy a house. But that, talking about stuff I can't afford. It's a house. I'm gonna have to release that fairy so I can get that fish. I swear this always happens. Amazon sells houses. I saw that. They're selling like small houses. I don't think I could ever live in a tiny home. A, I have too much crap, and B, I like space. I love my husband. He truly is my best friend, and we like to hang out and do stuff together, but everyone needs their own space. And in the house we have now, we each have our own room. Like the room I'm in right now that I stream from, that's my room, and he's got one too where he can play his games and build his models and do whatever. And then everything else is like community space. And it's not that like we don't go into each other's space. Like, you know, I'll walk in and talk to him, and doors are usually open. But it's like, this is my spot. God, I never took out student loans. The only debt I owe is when I used to have a credit card. Yeah, like, it's one of those, I don't know. I don't want to say necessary evil because it's not necessarily necessary to go to college, but I have 3 degrees. I have 2 associate's degrees and a bachelor's degree. And considering all of that, I don't have anything insane in student loans, but the way I did my schooling, I spread it out so much that I didn't have to start paying on it for like years and years and years and years. Because, you know, if you get a loan here for school and then you graduate and you've got like 6 months before you have to start paying on your loan, and then, but if you go back to school and you're at least a part-time student, then you don't have, like, they go back into deferment or whatever. And so like I kept going back and more school and whatever, but then like the pandemic hit and they put everything on hold, and so that was nice for a while. So I've kind of gotten lucky in that regard. You should have to give a life's worth of money to earn the knowledge to help people. Yeah. It's crazy how expensive school is. Yeah, I see the people who like travel and live in their vans and stuff, and it's cool. I like to see the way other people do stuff like that. That wouldn't be for me, but wish they did essential pay again. No kidding. Oh, my Ruto. Where has she gone? Give me my silver scale and I'll tell you. Yeah. Also that. That's another one where we've been kind of fortunate where ours has increased some over the past few years, but nothing insane. But I know that's not the case for everybody. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, if we want doctors, we should be making medical school free and funded by tax. Yeah, I mean, and because the way they do, like, loan forgiveness is crazy. Like, my first full-time job was for a nonprofit hospital, but and they'll do student loan forgiveness, but you have to work there for like 10 years, and you have to pay your loans for 10 years and like never be late and never miss a payment and whatever. And then if you make it the 10 years that you worked at a nonprofit or you whatever, and then prove that you did all that and you made all your payments, then they forgive the rest of it. And I'm like, that's... Thankfully, rent is low where I live. That's good. But then there's the whole thing, too, that with everybody going to traditional four-year college, whatever, and getting these degrees, nobody's going to trade school. We need plumbers and electricians and skilled workers who can do the things that we need every day. We need mechanics. We need welders. We need all of this. And that is typically cheaper to do than to go to a four-year school and get some degree and whatever. And we're just not encouraging enough people to look into those fields, or they're not paying them enough. Maybe a little of both. Yeah, you can almost finish. Yeah, at the end of the day, powers that be are just making money hand over fist by handing out certs. Yeah, it's... Ugh, my fingers are so dry. I tried to soak off my fake nails, and now I'm like... my skin's like peeling. Hey, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Our rent is low, it's a blessing. Nice. I'm actually at the nail salon now. I love that. I think I'm gonna go get mine done. I just put some polish on for now, but I think I'm gonna go get mine done. I feel like I missed one of these. Maybe Monday. Guess I didn't. I'm very fortunate to buy my family home off my uncle after my grandma passed away. Yeah. So I had them put on and they were like green, and right now it's kind of hard to tell on camera. They change color to like a copper, and then they're kind of like purpley, but the camera's not hitting it right. But it's a little iridescent. It's supposed to be a matte polish, but I put a glossy coat on top. Yes, you're so right. Airbnbs and stuff, and whatever, taken over, and yeah, it's awful. Today's Wednesday? I believe that is correct. Yeah, I haven't painted my nails in so long. I went into my like tiny little caboodle underneath my sink, and I was like, what color could I wear? And I found that. I was like, all right. I was really into matte nail polish however long ago, apparently. Airbnbs are the worst, though. A lot of horror stories. We got pretty lucky when we went to Palm Springs for my sister's bachelorette. She had done the research and picked a very cool Airbnb, and it ended up being like very reasonable. Like eight of us went and stayed in this house, and we were there Friday night and Saturday night, and truly like reasonable price, split between the 8 of us, no crazy rules and things, whatever, just general stuff. We had a really good experience, which I know is not necessarily the case with Airbnbs these days, but yeah, we had a lot of good times. You just gotta look at reviews and check the areas. Yeah, this place was sweet. I was very impressed. I enjoyed Palm Springs a lot. I would like to go back there and just spend some days around the town, I think. It's a pretty cool place. We had fun while we were there. Went out to dinner, went to a drag bar, did some shopping, just, you know, bachelorette stuff. Oh, come on. Don't be that way. Like matte, especially matte black. Yeah, I want, in my brain, I wanted it to be like black and kind of sparkly. I didn't have any of that, so I think when I go get them done, I'm gonna have them dip it in some sort of sparkle black. I stayed at one in McAllen. It was literally the nicest place I've ever been. No one's ever said that about McAllen. I always imagine Palm Springs is a big desert with a pool in the middle and a handful of palm trees. You're about right. It's either bachelorettes or retirees that are there. It was a lot of fun. It was nice. Good food. We were gonna do a tram thing up into the mountains, and we just like didn't get there early enough to get ticket. It was just a whole thing that we didn't end up getting to do. But I'd like to go back and try that. Already at Jabba Jabba, yes. I am blazing through. Got a gym in the Mount of Rocks, yeah. McAllen's like super dangerous, isn't it? Not the safest part of Texas to go to. Give me that wind. Literally, I only use the wind when I go to get the megaton hammer because I fall off. Yeah, because it's so close to the border. Oh, I know why. It's not safe. Mr. Nightmare on YouTube makes you think twice when renting an Airbnb. It's that whole combination of like, I want to be informed of stuff like this, and the internet is great for that, but also like me, I had a great Airbnb experience. I didn't like make a TikTok about what a great experience I had, but if you have a bad experience, you're more inclined to make a video about it and put them on. And so it's like people who leave reviews at restaurants or hospitals or whatever. And if you have a good time, a good experience, you typically like don't say anything about it. It's only the bad ones that complain. And I'm not saying they shouldn't. If something really needs to change, it should change and people should be notified. But is it a sundown town? I don't know what that means. Because I think the only sundown reference I have is that a scary movie that I'm thinking of? Oh man, I hate hauling this chick around in this Jabu Jabu's belly. Although I like the boomerang and I really like the boss in Jabu Jabu. Baronade is fun. Oh. That's so specific. Oh. How is it gonna not censor that comment, but it censors some of the other things? Not that you should be censored, because I asked for an explanation. But that's wild to me. What was I gonna get out? My other shield. There we go. Let's crank through this. Open, please. Thank you. Run, run. I appreciate the blunt explanation. I mean... When the United States is fighting the Banshee, it's terribly haunted. Yeah, if you can read the right history and not the whitewashed history. No. Down we go. To my own personal nightmare of carrying this spoiled brat around in this fish belly. My precious stone. She's a good weapon. Like, everything about her is so annoying. From here being a spoiled brat to then being, like, thirsty. And then even as an adult being, like, thirsty. Yeah, he's got a little reflux. Put it down. Grab her. Oh, I got bubbled. Here we go. They made me for extra demure to offset Ruto. Yeah, because she's a mess. She's a hot mess. I'm corn-fused, not just regular confused, because I'm an Indian. That's funny. Yeah, Jabu Jabu's belly. Ghostface, thank you for the 5 GGs. I guess we can scoop this fairy. Just to have it. Mifa is hot, not her goblin form. You play my favorite game. This is my favorite game too.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna get bubbled. I'm bad at throwing her at these bubbles. Oh, I hit it with her. That's funny. I have played Mario Odyssey. I didn't ever beat it. I thought Mario Odyssey was alright. Watching Jeopardy while I eat dinner, and I was thinking I'm killing it until Final Jeopardy. Yeah, Jeopardy makes me feel dumb, and I am not dumb. I just don't know as much as those people. Don't get hit by the thing in the ceiling. There we go. Shall we go this way? Is this the right way to go first? Oh. Nope. Not the right way to go first. What? Are you going to tell me to pick you up? You're so rude. I think Mario Wonder is really well done. I like Mario Wonder. Hi, welcome in. I love Zelda. Me too. My grandma and I always watch Wheel and Jeopardy. That's something I love to do, even though she's gone. Oh. Carry on the tradition. I wish I could hit these guys with my sword. Or use some fire on them, but I don't have Din's fire, so... You know. We'll just go the old-fashioned way. Born in 1918, oh my goodness. Used to watch my older sister play this in my room. Oh my god, my little sister used to watch me play this. Love talking about everything she's seen in her life. So cool. Man, yeah, it's fun to sit down and talk to people with the stories. Like, I do get to do a little bit of that with people at work. But not often. Usually I'm just trying to get them in and out. But Pokemon Snap. I never played Pokemon Snap. Oh man, I almost get hit by that thing every time. I forget about it. How inconsiderate. Oh, Bird 1931. Oh. Snap is available on Switch. The only Pokemon game I ever played was Go. I tried to play Arceus and I just didn't enjoy it. Yeah, my grandma had really bad dementia. It was awful to see. That one hurts. My great-grandmother passed from Alzheimer's, yeah. I'm sorry, it's an ugly one. Because that one, all those are like, you could be physically fine. And, yeah, she went quietly and said my goodbyes while I could. It's nice that you were able to do that at least. Passed her to sleep in her own bed in her own home. Heck yeah. Are these just reappearing? My god. There we go. The bed frame and room she passed. Okay, I'm glad you specified frame. I'm 36 years, so it's feeling good. I'm very fortunate. That's nice. I like that. Rupees. Singular rupee. Listen, you little punk. Just get up and walk. My dad still lives in my childhood home, so there's that, but it's different. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to get rid of that either. Because they don't make furniture like that anymore, that's for sure. Yeah, you're exactly right. You'll never get anything made like that again. We're all on the same page. I love it. There we go. Whew. That's how you do that. Well, bam. Hey-oh. Okay. And now we'll take y'all. Yoto. Yas, yas. I love that you got a piggyback going on. Ugh. She's obnoxious. I forget you haven't played this. Yeah, you have to carry her ass through this whole thing. Except we're about to get rid of her, so it's fine. My stone! This game's so good. Get your stone, girl. And then give it to me later. Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. You didn't do shit. I carried you around. While I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised. But no promises. This is a totally different vibe than what you're playing right now. I think some people find it hard to start with Breath of the Wild and then go back to the old ones because they are so different. This is much more linear, much more temple, like... Hit me. I don't play the chasing game with this guy. Oh, I might have just got him out of range, though. How did that happen? Usually I'm pretty quick on the draw. I don't think I'm getting any closer. Okay. Bitch, are you turning around? There we go. Might be better for me. Breath of the Wild stresses me out. Like the past, very similar gameplay, but I can't believe... But I believe you can go out of order. This one you can't. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I've always wondered is, like... When you go... When you're going in order of the temples, right? You always do the first 3 as a child. And then you do the Forest Temple, the Fire Temple, Forest, Fire, Water, and then it's, why am I blanking? Shadow, Spirit, but you can do them backwards, like but the coins appear in a different order, like you should do them in a different order. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. What I'm trying to get across. So while you can't really go out of order in this game, like you don't even have to do the under the well if you're familiar enough with it. Oh, this is gonna bug me up. I think this is one of my favorite boss fights. A lot of people really don't like Jabu Jabu's belly. It is what it is, temple-wise, but I like the boss fight. Carrying Ruto around is annoying and all that, but Baronade is fun. Bum, ba-na-na. That's what I said. I wish there was a jump feature while you were climbing. Although this isn't the worst climbing, because I swear Twilight Princess has the worst climbing link. There we go. Shall we? Baronade. Oops, I went up the wrong side. That's okay. For some reason I thought those were attached, but I guess they're not. Zumpa-dum-bum-bum. Let me get to the heart of your acid reflux, Jabu Jabu. It's probably this giant electric jellyfish in here and all his little bebes. Whew. I'm gonna head out for the evening. Thanks for a fun stream. I miss you. Yes! Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow in your stream. Oh yeah, I can't hit that yet, can I? Oh, just kidding. Guess I can. It'll be more Breath of the Wild. I love that. Oh yeah, am I trying to hit you? Ouchies, got me finally. Bye, you two. Have a good night. Don't zap me. I'm gonna get my Z target on. Oh, he got me. It's okay. We'll get you. Come on. Ouchies. Wow, shit. There we go. Now turn into something disgusting. Fixed your fish. Just lonely. I'm just lonely. Ruto. What a piece of work. Yeah, this chick right here. You look cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. You saved me. Guess I'll reward you. Gross. I want your spiritual stone, and I want you to leave me alone. My mother gave it to me and said I should only give it to the man who will be my husband. You might call it Zora's engagement ring. I'll give you my most precious possession. Zora's sapphire. I love this game, but I'm going to mock it. Because that part, I'm just like, she's so much. I hate you, carry me, we're engaged. Like, what? You're just saying what we're all thinking. Okay, thank you. I'll take that. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all 3 spiritual stones. Link's like, the coolest stone? I like the green one. Don't tell my father. The green one's my favorite because it's swirly. But Daddy, I love him. Oh. Thank you. I was just showing that off earlier. Since it's Toads to Props for this game. Oh, that was so close. Come on. I have a couple Simpsons tattoos. I love that. Okay, so we've got all 3 special stones. I don't want to talk to you. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, well, it's what we did. And Naruto tat. Nice. I love fun tattoos like that. I've got some, like, meaningful ones, but I also have some silly ones, and I love it. Hi, Alyssa. How are you? Wasn't there another blue one over here? Yeah. Well, I think we made money on this, so there's that at least. Dog on fire meme, I have that on my leg. My mom hates it. That's funny. The one that's like, everything's fine. I nap, but I've been waiting to see you. Oh. We've been streaming for 3 hours. I have a pickle and a corn dog tattooed on me. My most recent one is a tea bag with a manatee in it. He's a manatee. My husband named him Earl because it's Earl Grey manatee. Work took it out of me today. I feel that. Banuru, the scarecrow. Shall we dance? What am I supposed to play him? I made it. I finished in 2 days. Oh my gosh. The Sun Song. Is that not the Sun Song? Yeah, but you have to set the Scarecrow song to start. Like, I haven't set one. I want to do that before I become an adult. Oh, I did it backwards, that's why. Oh, I guess I have to... Okay, I can't just set it all to one thing. Okay, cool. We set one. Yeah, do you see why that's my favorite one? I mean... Six is my favorite. I don't watch any anime. I was just telling my husband the other day, I was like, I should watch anime, but I don't even know where to begin. I don't have the horrors. Oh, you finished the whole series? Oh my God. I thought you meant you finished the 6th one. I don't know Epona's song yet, so we need to go do that. I watched Sailor Moon growing up. I watched some of that. Ooh, girl. Soul Eater, yeah. I feel like I need to watch, Magpie, thank you for the heart me. I'm coming up on the wrong side of this. What is that one? The Secret Tunnel song came from it, and I had no idea. But that would get that secret tunnel stuck in my head, and I didn't know it was from that show, Avatar. Thank you. Also, hi, Katie. And then my husband was watching it, and I was like, oh, that's that TikTok sound. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Oh man, my tailbone is like angry. All right, there we go. This is Ocarina of Time. Yes, released in 1998 on the Nintendo 64. I am playing on the Switch. Although I have it on the Nintendo 64 right there. She's sitting on it, so you can't really see it, but I do have that. I'll be watching the movies not this weekend, but the following. Nice. Ugh. I take issue with some of the... Anyway, yeah. I'm glad you read the books first. I will play your chicken game. Just shut up and let me play. Super chickens. Cuckoos. Cuckoos. I'll pick out your special birds. Let's play. Bring it on, sleepy man. Okay, go enjoy your food. I'm probably going to take a break soon, but I do plan on coming back and streaming. I don't know if it'll be more of this or if it'll be something else. Wow, that was really lucky. No, Peeves isn't in them. That's not a huge spoiler. And then you can play Hogwarts Legacy. Have a good night, you too. Thanks for popping in, Katie. Look at all these bottles. Movie Jenny sucks. There's just some universal things as a fandom that we can agree upon. So wait, you haven't watched any of them? You've been watching the movies as you read the books, right? Or you're just gonna watch like all 8 of them coming up? Oh, I thought you were watching them as you were reading the books. Well, then be prepared, my friend. That's a really good point. Okay, well. Mm-hmm. The casting in the movies is very well done. There's so much material in the books that it's an impossible task to set out and make a perfect movie. Oh, welcome back. We're so excited you're back, Mason. All 8 of them next weekend. My God. Isn't that like... How many hours of movies is that? It's a lot. Give me that heart piece. I'm trying to decide if Monday I want to try to do another one of those screen unseens that I've been doing, where you get a ticket to a movie, but you don't know what the movie is until you show up. Oh, is that what you were showing us in the chat? I've noticed. Yeah, that's fair. Are you coming for me? Yeah. You saw what happened to your friends and you still want some? For a ship we're designing. That's cool. Bad termites? No, I wouldn't say we get termites. We get, we're gonna have some cicadas. They're supposed to be bad this year. It's for NASA. Oh. You don't have like an NDA or anything? I can't tell if I'm getting hungry or if my tummy is just kind of mad. I don't know if I can get this with the boomerang. Yeah. There's a lot of crying. And the top 2 people had asked that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. What do you want, Navi? No side quests for you. She's like, let's stay on task, friends. And I'm like, I'm gonna need this horse in the future so we can get the Biggoron sword. I feel like I'm going to jail. I'll walk away. That's cool though. It's the fairy boy. I did find your dad. You're welcome, by the way. Let me introduce you to this horse. She's going to be the bane of your existence. So... I am going to play this song. Nerding out over it because I'm obsessed with space. Absolutely going to be an astronaut as a kid. Oh, I love that. That's really cool. Epona, Epona. That's how the song goes. Did y'all know this song had lyrics? And I wrote them when I was like 12. This is like 15 minutes from my house. Yes, we did the NASA down in Houston for my birthday a few years ago. Did the tour, did the whole thing, went to space, came back. No big deal. Oh, now this horse won't grr off me. Alright, what else do we need to do before we go to the castle? I'm just being ridiculous. I definitely did not go to NASA and just... I'm in a weird mood. It's probably this energy drink I drank at 5 p.m. Like a crazy person. If the Legend concert bring me to NASA, boy, we are hours from NASA. No, what actually happened when we went there for my birthday was that we went there. We had a good time. The wind was blowing very strong, and then all the power went out, and we had to leave NASA. Dallas and Houston do be far. Yeah. I mean, Dallas is only a couple hours from where I live, but Houston's more like 5-ish. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Yeah, get a room after the concert for sure. I'm gonna get a new ocarina. I'm gonna be like, forget you. Sorry, It's the man in black, but not Johnny Cash. I said, stick 'em up, Mason, how far of a drive is it from where you are to Dallas? It's like many, many hours, right? How did he go from this to like Daddy? Yeah, still streaming. Here we are. Still undoing it. Oh, you're just a child? Let me magic blast you. That's what you get for being a child. Pathetic little fool. That's true. Depending on which hotel you stay in. Dive, dive! Seriously? Just grab it. Hey, Ocarina. Oh, my brain. Lunk, when you hold this ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore. I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I can leave the ocarina and this melody. I've never heard of this band you're going to see. Oh. Navi, if you don't get off me. Must be a big deal to play at the American Airlines Center because that is not a small venue. That's where we're going to see Santana, and that's also where we're going to see Weezer and the Flaming Lips. God, Childish Gambino tickets just went on sale, too. And I was looking at those, and he's also at the American Airlines Center. Those tickets are so expensive. Why are tickets so expensive? Oh. I've seen Childish Gambino before, though. He puts on a hell of a show. Concert tickets all over, man. Like, why? That is cool. When you do it yourself without a label and everything. It's going to every city except mine to buy flights and accommodation. Yeah. Yeah, and then the resellers are awful. Yeah, it sucks. Like, it really sucks. I forgot how much I like going to see live music until we went in like 2021 and got my ticket for 110. That's not bad. Like, we got it's not on my screen. I thought it was actually on my neck, but it's on my screen. We got Weezer tickets, and we ended up getting we're kind of, because the American Airlines Center is huge. It's like where the Mavs play and where the Stars play and all that. And so they do a bunch of like artists and stuff there too. And so we got, for Santana, we're on the floor, but we're not right up against the stage. We're like in the middle of the floor seats, but towards the front. I think we're on the second row of like the second section of floor seats. But for Weezer, we ended up going up to like the second level of seats, and we're sitting, I think, front row on the second level of seats. Yeah, floor seating is, thankfully Santana's wasn't that expensive, my God. You gonna grab this sword, or, okay. Good times. You know, when we went and saw Gorillaz, we were front row behind the pit, and the pit didn't fill up or anything, and that was a phenomenal show. I don't want to sit up in the nosebleeds, but I don't mind sitting like one row up. Floor seats are obviously preferable. But I'll do floor for short people, you're right. So that's why I try to get either like front of a section or on the edge so I can stand out in the aisle. Santana will be good. I've seen him before. But the Counting Crows are opening for him this time. And they weren't there last time. And then the Flaming Lips and Weezer are with... I've heard of the band Dinosaur Jr., but I've not listened to any of their stuff. And they're with the... And I've seen the Flaming... Actually, I've seen the Flaming Lips and Weezer before. Yeah, because we went and saw Santana last year for husband's birthday. And it was supposed to be Earth, Wind, and Fire and Santana. But the concert had been postponed and postponed and postponed and postponed. And Earth, Wind, and Fire had dropped out. And I bought the tickets secondhand. And they didn't advertise that Earth, Wind, and Fire had dropped out. And that's who we really wanted to see. So, it was disappointing. But look at grown-up Link. Look at you. Gotta save Hyrule. You were too young to be the hero of time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7... We kidnapped you for 7 years and put you to sleep. But just know, this isn't the shortest amount of time that's going to happen to you. Do you understand why we kidnapped you? Why we sealed you away? Hope you're not mad. Exactly. 7 years is a blink compared to the 100 of Breath of the Wild. Oh, golly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break after this. This is about when I start getting sleepy and ready for bed. I know, right? At least he's fully clothed. At least this isn't like Breath of the Wild when he wakes up in his underwear after 100 years. Like, I would have questions. No, for real, I took my clothes, right? Right? Ooh. This is Ocarina of Time. The best Zelda ever made. I got the light medallion. Alright, find their stages, save Hyrule. Done and done. Yeah, right? Like, who put these clothes on Link? Who's been taking care of him? Yeah, whose job is this? Because it looks like this is only Rauru in here. This game makes the SNES Zelda look bad. This is such a good Zelda. Where was Navi this whole time? Was she also, like, suspended in time? Questions I didn't ask as a child, but I ask now as an adult. Such a badass shield. Oh my god, Mason. I've been waiting for you, hero of time. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages that dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand, Together with the hero of time, awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs. Yeah, the House of Death sounds great. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the sages. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the forest temple. The sage is a girl I'm sure you know. Who could it be? What are you going to tell her you did with your ocarina? Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you can't even enter the temple. But if you believe what I'm saying, you should head to Kakariko. Do you understand? Yeehaw! Let's rock. Okay. Oh, not the right button. Okay. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna end the stream. I'll probably come back because doing this is gonna keep me awake. I don't know if we'll come back to this or if we'll play something else. We'll see how I feel. I'm gonna try my best to stay awake. It's not even 9 o'clock. For those of y'all who weren't here earlier, I'm trying to like work on reversing my sleep schedule a little bit. So, thanks for hanging out though. Join the Discord, turn your notifications on here and in the Discord, and we'll hang out later. Thank y'all for being here. Bye.